So at 57 minutes into the program, they got to perk up the audience they're going to get at the top of the hour. Here comes John Cena. And the people go bat as he's a movie star and a international man of intrigue, a yacht broker from Toulon, France. And he cuts, again, he could run for office and win, especially with the goddamn lay of the land these days. He's got the humble Cena down. He's got the fired up Cena down. He's got the genuine, sincere Cena down. And he brings them in. He cuts a promo on his 20-year bond with the fans and how much they've meant to him and this is meant to him and a blah, blah, blah. But after 20 years, is he on the verge of losing their love and respect? What if he doesn't still have it? And he says this, enough of this to the point where, of course, they chant, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You've still got it. He draws them in, and then he fires up like wildfire Tommy Rich. And he fucking gives them the fired up promo. There's one thing to do at Crown Jewel. Win. It's a must-see event, and I must win. I promise you victory. And he sold the goddamn issue and the match. And then, when he can't do anything else besides promise to drain himself of blood if he fucking loses, and they're popping like crazy, here comes Paul Heyman. And he grovels his way into the ring. And, he does that. They were all respect and everything. He doesn't want to get in a physical confrontation. He's being very deferential, might be a word. And did you notice that on this show, it looked like not only he's gone back from gray hair to the black Sharpie like last week, but now it was more brown, kind of drawn on like grease paint, like Groucho Marx's mustache, where it wasn't just 2 or 3 wide black bands, but it was a solid brown encasement. What do you make of that?
Again, his tribal chief is back. His hair gets darker and thicker because the tribal chief is there.
It gets thicker too.
Well, I mean, the thickness of the coloring, it sounds like, is all globbed together.
Well, no, before it was globbed together and darker. Now it's almost like a Vince McMahon tie fucking Penelope pit stop to the railroad tracks brown, but it's more voluminous. Could he have Wahoo McDaniel spray on hair?
Anything's possible in WWE.
Well, I've heard that. So Paul thanked Cena for being in the business for 20 years and drawing all the money, all the sellouts. Thank you for the house, John. And, of course, he reminded everybody that he's the one that picked John Cena in a first-round draft pick from OVW. And he gave him some more backhanded praise. But now, unfortunately, John, you've pissed off the bloodline. And so now all this is going to be taken away from you because he talks about Cena's, speaking ability. And he said, even when the athletic gifts might wane, you could always talk. But now Solo's going to take that. And this was brilliant. Because that if people can go, yeah, he's right. Fuck, Cena's an actor now. And he's not going to wrestle too much longer. And what if he couldn't talk? Blah, blah, blah. So he's going to take John Cena away from the fans. Solo is with the fucking spike to the throat and make it so Cena can't speak anymore. This is like an updated version of breaking Robert Gibson's fingers so he can't talk to his mother. And Paul, finally, the go-home line, this is a match that you must win, but you can't win. And that's not a prediction, that's a spoiler. And then Solo jumps Cena from behind, boom, 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 spikes him. Cena sells it big. Music plays and the heels walk out. And the only thing that I hope is that we do not hear again from John Cena that he has the power of speech until after this match at Crown Jewel. Because that would kind of flatten that whole thing out quite a bit, wouldn't it?
I don't want to see another one of these kind of John Cena promos for a little while. Nothing against this, and it worked for the room, obviously. Everyone's with him. But we just saw the one last week, and now this. I don't want to see any more sad face John Cena promos for a while.
Sad John. Big Sad John.
Big Sad John.
Every morning at the mine, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'2" and weighed 235, kind of broad at the shoulders and narrow at the hip, and everybody knew that he wasn't going to do no job. Big Sad John.
Well, he'll do a job.
I'm just playing. I'm just making that shit. Actually,
he's Big Nice John. Actually, when you
Big Nice John. That we will know, and I think, the strike is still up in the air, whatever, with Cena going back to acting, but he'll probably put Solo over, because I think that would probably be the most important thing that he could do during the period of time that he has left, whatever, unless it's lengthy, that he could do, wouldn't you think?
You would think, and I do think Solo needs a win, because even though it hasn't really hurt him, he has been, either he's the guy taking a pin or he's just not winning. So I think it'd be nice to see him actually win something big.
The street champion should actually win something in the ring instead of just the street, right?
Unless we're going to see it on the street.
Well, we haven't seen it on the street. We have to take their word for it.